Hello, in this tutorial series I'm going to cover the first few tools found on the Google Slide toolbar. I'm going to cover how you can add slides, rearrange your slides, look at different outline and grid views of your slides, and then also print or save a PDF of your slideshow, and undo and redo functions, as well as going back into the history or version history of all the changes that were made in your slideshow. So the first thing is to add a slide. All you have to do is go over to the plus sign in the top left corner and click on the plus sign. If I click the plus sign, it's going to create a slide right below the first slide, and by default it's going to use the layout of just one big text box field and a title field for that slide. Now I can now click on any one of these two slides, and if I left click and hold on the slide and move my mouse upward, I'm now changing the position of the slides. So that's how you can easily rearrange the slides. Now, if I want a slide to go between slide 1 and 2, all I have to do is click on number 1, the first slide, and hit the plus sign, and a new slide will go between the two slides. If I want a slide to go below number 2, I click on the second slide and I click on the plus sign. Now, if I don't want the default layout scheme that comes with the slide, I can click on the arrow next to the plus sign and I can choose from any custom layout that I want to use for the next slide that I want to create. So if I want one with two text box fields side by side and a title bar, I can do so. Now, the next thing I want to show you is how to look at different views. We're currently in the outline view where you have the slide you're going to work on and what order the slides are in. Now you have the same kind of ability with a different view, but it's going to be more geared towards moving your slides around. So watch, if I come down to the bottom left corner, you'll see an outline view on the left and an outline view right next to it that looks like a grid. Now what you see is all the slides in a large grid, so you can easily come over and work on them. Now you cannot actually work on the slide from this view, but what you're really doing is looking at all the slides that you have created, and you can just drag and move them anywhere you want to move them easily from this viewpoint. Something else that's nice is I guess you can come in and add a comment to a specific slide very easily this way as well. All right, now moving on the toolbar, we're going to go to the print function. So if I click print, this is basically going to save my entire presentation as a PDF by default, because that's how I have it saved. If I want to change that to a printer that's hooked up to the network, I could select that printer, but I'm going to leave it as a PDF and hit save, and save that to my desktop. Now you'll notice the next tool is the undo function, and this just basically does exactly what it says. Same thing with redo. It will undo and redo anything you've done in your presentation history. To look at your history, all you have to do is go to the All Changes Saved in Drive and click on it, and it'll bring up all the version history for your slideshow. Everything from comments, speaker notes, what you typed and deleted, and who did what. Whenever you click on something on the name, it'll show you exactly what they did with a picture of the person who did it and outline in green on what they changed. So you can see right here, if I click right here, it's showing you an outline that I moved these objects to another position, and it showed you that I moved them to another position. So basically, that is how you can add slides, rearrange slides, look at a grid view so you can rearrange easier, or in the outline view is basically where you're editing your slide, print and save as a PDF, undo and redo, and look at the version history. Now you can also get version history, by the way, by going to File and going to Version History, and you can see version history. Note, it's nice if you name them. So if you do want to name this version history right now, you can have a track record and say this is version 1.0. And now if I go to version history, you can see the different versions maybe that you've named and labeled. Again, you can always change these versions by coming over here and typing it, 0.5, and that version history has now been labeled. It's just a way for you to track and organize your different version histories. I hope this was helpful, and thank you so much for watching.